Hey, it's Hawkins here with Chicken Hawk Farmstead, and today we're going to do another update on the aquaponics system behind me. It's been, I think, 3 weeks since the last update, and yeah, things have changed a lot. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, so there's the tank we upgraded to, and the last one. It's still going good. Tons of fish in there. This was over there. And see what happened was, right before I left for my annual training with military stuff, I moved some stuff around, added these and a couple other things, so I had moved the piping around, and apparently somewhere in the course of that, I hit that piece there, which caused a leak in the bulkhead. So when it was sitting over there, luckily, the night before I left, I saw that there was a lot of water dripping, and I didn't have time to deal with it, so I just threw it over here real quick. Threw 2 center blocks on here, added a little piping to go up to it, and there we go. Which works fine. I'm not going to leave it here. I still want to do my original plan with putting pots and stuff over here, so I'm going to move that back as soon as I get a little more time to mess with it and to make sure it's not dripping. So I'm going to leave it in here for a bit and we'll watch it. I mean, there is, it looks like, yeah, there's some on there now, but we'll go with it. I did already have to, those 2 weeks I was gone, I had to trim all this back because this was everywhere, but still nice and healthy. Basil's looking good. This is the lemon balm where I just grabbed some handfuls and ripped it out over my mom's house and stuck it in here. It's definitely taking root now, doing good. Our spearmint, I have to trim it back, it looks like. And then, yeah, these are just set in the container they came in, just set down in the flood and drain bed. I did that to try to help contain them a little bit, because mint likes to spread. So I gotta really watch this around here too, because, yeah, there's some roots there. It likes to kick out roots and go with it. Our parsley's starting to do a lot better. It's getting sizable where we can actually start using it now. New growth there. Rosemary. Strawberries. I think they're getting too much water because they haven't been the best. But, oh, there's my finger. But not bad. Looks like something did a little chomping on it too. But overall healthy. Oh, this is really cool. These little guys. I'll have to get the actual name of it and let you know at some point. But these, I just cut the leaves off. It's one of the names is like mother-in-law's tongue. It's one of the plants of steel from Lowe's I picked up. You can see they've been in here a while now. They got new growth. They rooted a while back. It's growing off of it. But yeah, I mean it's taken a while, but I just literally took one of the leaves and cut it up and stuck it in there. Well, yeah, that one's rooting too. Or growing, so that's awesome. Like I said, that's supposed to be there, but it's not. This thing, whew, look at that. This is all one tomato plant right here. I need to get in here, I guess, tie something up, hold it up. It's got a lot of room to droop. As you can see, we got some tomatoes going. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Yep. Another one here. And this is a wicking bed, a really shallow wicking bed, as you can see. Tried out the different ones, and then this is one of the totes with a yellow lid from Costco. So I got, you know, I think up to here with lava rock, and then so you're looking at a good 8 inches of soil. Yeah, oh, look, we got some flowers. These are nice and healthy. So yeah, these are kicking off. I'll probably trellis them up. I mean, I got all this I could use. Kind of run it up that way if I want to, I guess. Put a little bracket coming out and something coming down. It won't be too hard. This bed I put in right before I left for my 2 weeks. So those have been there for about 3 weeks there, all that. And the morning I was leaving, I was like, I'm not leaving this bed just empty. So I grabbed a bunch of different seeds and took them and just stuck them in there. And this is the result. I mean, we got some tomatoes, I think this is like squash. I can't remember what I grabbed. It was like 3 in the morning. But I was like, you know, I'm not having empty bed, empty space. So, I think there's some beans. But we'll see how they do. There's a little stand up. And yeah, I got all this from watching Jack Spirko. I don't know if I'm doing exactly like he wants, but it's I learned from him, and then I did what I wanted to on it. Which, you know, he doesn't mind. He says, hey, take what I got, go with it, and do what you can. So that's what I do. And here's our rafting bed. I figure I'd throw that in there too, because oh my god, we got these little worms on there, and they literally destroyed it. I mean, these were nice, big, healthy plants, and all of a sudden they started disappearing. I couldn't figure out what it was. One day I said, hey, let's look underneath the leaf. And there was these little worms under there just eating away. I mean, that thing's just gone. But I picked a lot of the worms off, and I'm wondering if it just got to their end of life cycle. And these plants are still alive, and now they're growing back. So I don't know if those worms are going to come back again, or maybe we'll actually get a harvest off these. They just survived through the rough spot. And this thing here, I had some problems with the mosquitoes at one point. So I got some of those dunks, and I threw those in there. But I didn't want to wait a couple days for those dunks to take effect, so I grabbed a couple goldfish and threw them in. And I mean, there's only a couple inches of water, but the goldfish that are in here, they stay underneath this. They've gotten pretty big, and they're still kicking. I mean, I got, you know, I know they don't take a lot, keep them alive, but it's just a couple inches of water, and that's it. We throw some food in there every now and then. So, alright, so there is the setup. And today is July 6th. So, yeah, that's kicking ass. There's that there. Alright, let's feed the fish, and it's time for me to head to work. Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, this is what I'm using for the food. It's just pond sticks. Nothing special. I got this to try it out, and it worked good. So then I went and got the big bag, because there's about 150 little fish in there. I got a coin in there somewhere. At least I hope I still do. Paid like $7 for the guy. I wanted to see how he would do, but yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. All right, let's feed these guys and see if they're hungry. Oh yeah, here they come. Reminds me of a piranha feeding frenzy. Everybody's just going nuts, and they get fed every day. Might have to have more get-togethers. Put out one of those little nickel machines where you get a handful of stuff. That way, I can get my friends to pay for my food. Great idea, ain't it? All right, we're gonna let these guys eat. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe if you want to try to keep up and see where this goes before the end of winter, and then you can figure out with me as we figure out what we're going to do with this system during the winter. I got the system in the basement. I think that's where all the fish are going to go. We'll see how that goes. Might leave some of them in there and throw a heater in there. That's for another time. Alright, have a good one.